Heyo, November is over, so here's all the books, movies, TV, and music I got to this month. Okay, let's do it. First up, I finished all of the Avatar comics. I really enjoyed most of them. My favorite was definitely The Search, but all of them brought something new to the table and developed the world after the war even more. I love these babies forever and ever. That's really all I have to say about it. Then I started rereading the Percy Jackson series with The Lightning Thief. I haven't read this series in a few years, so it was nice to be able to revisit a story that I love a lot. While I absolutely love and cherish this series and these characters, I actually end up forgetting quite a bit from this series, so it's a lot of fun to revisit some of these smaller, more obscure aspects that may have slipped from my mind since my last reading. The only thing I really have to say about this first book is there's much more info dumping than I remembered. Maybe it's just that I'm reading things more and more from a writer's perspective now that I was finally able to pick up on that, but yeah, I totally didn't notice it the other times I read it. I still thoroughly enjoyed it though because it's Percy Jackson, okay? It's fantastic. 4 stars. Can't wait to continue with this series. I'm thinking of Ending Things was enthrallingly weird, just like the book. Before I watched the movie, I was really interested in seeing how they would adapt it because a ton of the book is in the main character's thoughts and musings, but after seeing the movie, I gotta say I'm impressed. I think they chose the right things to take directly from the book and also chose the right things to add in, like the playing with time and basically the entire third act. The tone throughout it was super unsettling and I really enjoyed all the performances. Talk about uncomfortable. 4 stars. Interstellar was amazing. It was yet another big brain tale that left me exhausted afterwards. I mean, I went into this thinking it was going to be a regular space movie, but then I remembered it was Nolan, so of course it had to go above and beyond. There was one sequence probably near the end of the second act that was perfect. It was Matt Damon's planet, so if you know, you know. I loved it. I don't know what else to say about it. And the score is just chef's kiss. 4.5 stars. I rewatched Monsters, Inc. for the first time in years. This movie is one of those Disney Pixar movies that pretty much make up my childhood. It was on repeat for a good, 5 years. And revisiting it years and years later, it's still really damn good. It's original and creative, and the animation still looks stellar 20 years later. 5 stars. Then I finally watched The Wizard of Oz. Of course, this one's a classic. I really like classic Hollywood movie acting. It's a little more exaggerated, a little more posh. I think it's fun to watch, and it really puts you in that time period. Judy Garland's voice is incredible, the story is sweet, and the Technicolor is stunning. I can see why this movie was revolutionary, because damn those colors. 4 stars. I ended off the month with Uncut Gems. I've been meaning to watch this for a year now, and I never got around to it, so I finally sat down and watched it, and holy crap, that was so stressful. That's one of the things I feel like you hear the most about this film, but it's pretty accurate. Everybody is constantly yelling at each other, trying to make themselves heard, while nobody wants to listen. And while it gave me so much anxiety, it also lent this gritty realism to the movie. Adam Sandler absolutely killed it. He was completely absorbed into this character, so much so that I forgot I was even watching an actor and not a real person going through probably the toughest time of his life, and that's how you know it's good. I feel like most people have seen this by now, but if you haven't, I cannot recommend it more. 4.5 stars. The Alienist Season 2 finally came out, and I told myself I was going to take it slowly, especially since I had a lot of work to do, and then I ended up watching the whole thing in one day. I think Season 2 was even more of a step up from Season 1. I love seeing Sarah kicking ass as a detective, taking charge over Laszlo and asking for his help only when she decides she needs it. I was quite happy with the John-Sarah storyline, but also conflicted because things... If you know, you know. But most importantly, I found the mystery this season to be even better than in Season 1. I thought how the culprit was set up was very well done, and the actor for the culprit was stunning. I'm really trying not to give too much away, can you tell? Overall, 4.5 stars. I really want a Season 3. Lastly, I watched The Queen's Gambit. Once again, I told myself I wasn't gonna binge it, but then I binged it, sat back and went, holy crap, that was amazing, then immediately started to rewatch it. Not only because it's just that good, but also because I'm gonna make a video on it, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I was completely floored by this series. All the acting was great, and the directing and cinematography throughout the entire series was gorgeous. The chess scenes especially were riveting. They had me rewinding to watch them over and over again. It is so good. 4.5 stars, but honestly, it might even be a 5. I finally listened to Hozier's album Wasteland Baby. I know, I'm quite late to the game. I've been meaning to get more into Hozier for a while, and this album does not disappoint. There's something about Hozier's music that makes me feel powerful but calm, ready to fight but also ready to take a nap for about 100 years. I don't really know how else to explain it, but I feel like if you listen to him, you get it. My favorites are Nina Cried Power, Movement, No Plan, As It Was, and Dinner and Diatribes. I'm giving Wasteland Baby 5 stars. Lastly, I listened to BTS's B. This is both more upbeat and fun at times, but also sweet and melancholy at times, and just straight up depressing at times, which I think is a great reflection of our current burning world. My favorites are Life Goes On, Fly to My Room, and Telepathy, but my absolute favorite has to be Blue and Gray. This song is so gorgeous. Everyone is great in it, but it's the Jim and Taeyang vocal combination in the chorus that does it for me. They also have some great vocals in Life Goes On. I just don't think I'll ever get over their vocal combination. It's the stuff of angels. This song is the stuff of angels. I'm gonna go listen to it again. B gets 4 stars. As always, I will leave the music I spoke about in the description if you want to check it out. And there you have it. Those were all the books, movies, TV, and music I got to this month. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know all the stuff you got to this month. If you like this sort of stuff and you'd like to see more of it from me, hit that subscribe button because I make videos every Friday. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.